Hey guys, it's your very worst nightmare here. How are we? So today I'm going to be talking about the good, the bad, and the embarrassing of having BPD. I do want to make other related videos. It's just that literally I have to deal with my BPD most out of everything every day. So that's why I make videos about it, because it's like all I know. It's how I deal with it. So starting with the good. I tried to think of like at least 5 or 6 for each category, the good, the bad, and the embarrassing, but there were very few on the good. I actually had to Google some good symptoms to see if I fall under any of those categories. So, number 1, we are empathetic. I could put myself into people's shoes. It's very easy for me to feel people's emotions, so I'm able to connect with people. That's a good thing. Another thing is I'm pretty bold with my speech. I didn't even know this was like a symptom or whatever, but it did say it on Google, so it has to be true, right? I always say that I don't have a filter, so whatever pops into my head, I just like say it. Because I just, even when I do think of it, I want to know the answer. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm not trying to be, like, nosy and sneaky to keep your secrets or some shit. I'm genuinely just curious about everything. So, if I have a question, I'm gonna ask it. A third good thing about BPD, and this one, again, I didn't know it was a symptom, but it's being protective. I'm very protective over everyone, like, not even necessarily people, like, super duper close to me. I remember when I met my boyfriend's brother for the first time, I was literally, like, as soon as we left, I told Doug, I was like, if anyone fucks with Ben, they'll regret it, let's just say that. I'm also protective over people in my family. My cousin, she's only, like, 1 year younger than me, and I still make sure she doesn't, when we're walking together, she doesn't walk on the sidewalk on the side of the road. She's on the other side. I don't know why I'm like that. Okay, we got a long list for the bad. Let's get into it, shall we? I think the probably thing I have to deal with the most at the beginning, especially of like when I started realizing something's off, is anger. My number one emotion used to be anger. I used to feel anger like 95% of the time, and the rest was like moderate. But ever since I started my mood stabilizers, it's obviously more stable, so I'm less angry. Something new that I've been dealing with is a loss of identity. I haven't really talked about this to like anyone in my family or life, so it's hard to put into words, only because I don't know if I'll find the right words. For example, there are times where I'll just like stop and I'll be like, holy shit, am I an evil person? And I'm thinking like, maybe even the good things I do them for evil reasons. Like, but that's not true. I hope. Like, I don't know. I just forget who the fuck I am sometimes, and it's annoying because I feel empty inside, but also like full of rage. So I also have a warped self-image. I feel like in my case, the warped self-image and the loss of identity kind of go hand in hand, because it's either I don't know who the hell I am, or it's like I see myself in different variations of myself, if that makes sense. My impulsivity is another bad. I'm not as bad, like, a lot of people with BPD are pretty bad with their impulsive behaviors or urges. I'm not that bad, to be honest. Another thing that is a bad is in my impulsivity. When I want to do something, like, the idea just pops in my head, like, I want to do it now. And then usually by the time that thing is gonna happen, like, let's say we're on our way, it's already been like half an hour, I'm already, like, I've already dropped. I don't, like, I just want to go home by that time. I don't give a fuck anymore. And it's embarrassing. It sucks for the people who are with me, who are doing whatever we're planning to do that day. Another one is I'm emotional as fuck. I don't like showing my emotions. I don't care about showing my anger. I just don't like showing my sadness, or I especially don't like people seeing me cry because I feel like a pussy. Like, even though I don't think anyone is a pussy for showing how they feel or crying or anything, but I personally, don't know why, feel like a pussy when I do it in front of people. So Doug's really the only person who I cry in front of, not even my parents. I find it embarrassing. It's not, but I find it embarrassing. Another one is passive suicidal ideation. So it used to be a lot worse. I've gotten better, but I used to think about killing myself every day, multiple times a day. Now we're on to the embarrassing. And this is all my opinion about how I feel about myself. It has nothing to do with other people. I don't think BPD is embarrassing. It's just some of the symptoms for me are embarrassing. So, being needy. I'm needy as fuck. And people who don't know me, like, really well, I think would be pretty surprised by that I'm needy. I'm also very childish with my emotions, so I'm not like this, like that type of anger. I'm more like this. So, like a fucking pussy. Like, I hate it. I'm very childish when it comes to certain things. That's embarrassing as fuck. I don't need people telling me that I'm acting childish, which people do, of course. And I know it, and I know, man, I just can't control it, and it's embarrassing. Of course it's embarrassing. I'm 24, I know I'm not fucking 5, but unfortunately, I can't regulate my emotions, okay? Like, it's not on purpose. Another embarrassing thing, again, I said this was good, this was in the good category too, but it could also be embarrassing for me, which is, again, the empathy or the sympathy, because I have had to stop watching movies, TV shows, because of how much I can connect with the show or the characters emotionally, that it feels like it's happening in my real life. And I can't take that amount of stress, so I have to stop watching it. I watch the same things over and over again because I know the outcome of that episode or of the movie. I've actually become worse with this one. I don't know why. I'm so scared if I watch a movie I don't know or a show I don't know, I'm gonna have a downward spiral. So stupid, but another embarrassing thing is, again, the impulsivity. When I make plans with people, and I know that doesn't seem like it's that impulsive. I mean, it's literally the definition of impulsive. I decided it right away and I wanted to do it, okay? So by doing that, I usually plan that shit when I'm really happy and in like a manic moment, obviously. And then 15, 20, half an hour pass and I'm fucking down. And it's embarrassing because then I'll have to like cancel plans, or again, I'll seem like, why the fuck did your mood just change? Why are you such a baby? Why are you so childish? You know what I mean? So I find that embarrassing. So that was the good, the bad, and the embarrassing. A question, and I'm genuinely curious. Genuinely. I think I said genuinely curious. So comment down below, out of the 3 goods, I know there's not many, what do you think is the best quality in the 3 at least that I go through in BPD? So do you think having empathy, bold speech, or being protective is good? Like, they're all good, but whatever is better. Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, you guys. I love making these videos. I'm just really overwhelmed. Like, this is just me talking now. I'm like really overwhelmed lately. I'm exhausted, like exhausted. I've been feeling a little bit better today, so hopefully it lasts. Thinking about it now, like I'm getting a fucking heart attack. So I'll talk to you guys later. What am I talking about?